roundabout way. Oh yeah, I got there in a roundabout way. And as we talked, and I said, wouldn't it be really nice if people didn't get to get there in a roundabout way? And she said, yes, that's exactly what I would like to share. It would be really nice if people weren't getting there in a roundabout way. And so we will hear, I'm sure, a little bit about Chantelle's roundabout way and her desire to help people not have that.
All right, the first thing I have to do is shut this closet door. OCD coming out all over the place. Is that okay? I'm hiding in the back over there. Pretty close this time.
Bring the. There you go.
I just don't like not knowing what's behind me. Monsters. All right. I have to have some cheat sheets here. Hopefully I won't actually look at them that much, but once people actually kind of recover from the shock of learning that I'm an engineer, most of them will ask me this question: what made you decide to go into engineering? The very fact that they ask this question to me sort of reflects the continuing gender disparity among gender and engineering. But, because I don't think that they would ask me, what made you decide to go into hairstyling or nursing or whatever, any kind of stereotypical female career. But to be honest, I like the look on their face, especially because I walk around in shoes like this. And I love the question. So I usually try to make it easy on them, and I always go, well, as dumb as I look. I wish I could tell them that I was born with sort of a natural aptitude for engineering, that I had some beloved Lego set, that I built my own tree house, that I took things apart all the time to see how they worked, and that I was always great at math. But the truth of it is that the only time I interacted with Legos was when my brother would leave them spread out on the floor and I would step on the damn things. The only houses I built were from my Barbie dolls. The first time I took a machine apart, I was in my second year at Portland Community College. And as far as math went, when I got a B in high school algebra, my dad took me aside and said, well, honey, you don't have to be good at math because someday you'll have a man to take care of you. True story. But the truth of it is I went into engineering because I like engineers. It's not quite as shallow as it sounds. When I was looking for a new career, I actually spent several hours with a vocational counselor thinking about things that would be a good fit. And I had several parameters that I wanted to meet. One, I needed to be working within a fairly short time frame. Two, it wanted to be challenging for me, because I like a challenge. Three was that it had to give me skills that I could use after the zombie apocalypse. And so aromatherapy was out. And there was a fourth thing, and that was what? Oh yes, it needed to support me and my two teenage daughters with a living wage. My initial dream, believe it or not, was to be a commercial hard hat diver, and I was told flat out when I went up to Washington to investigate that I was too old. So bandied about some other ideas for careers, didn't really hit on anything. But at the time, my boyfriend Aaron was studying mechanical engineering technology at Portland Community College, and he said, you should come check it out. I was like, I'm not good at math. He's like, no, you're smart enough, come check it out. So he took me up to Portland Community College, and it was a week before the fall term was to start, 2012. He introduced me to Linda Browning, who, very warm, very welcoming, much like most of the people that I met there. And I really liked the way that she described the program to me. And because it kind of appealed to my desires, I like being second in command. I don't like being in charge. I like to bridge communication gaps, and I like working with people that are nerds. Nice, engaged, really damn smart people. So I thought, well, this would be kind of a cool experiment. Can PCC, people are laughing, got it. N-E-R-D-S. Could PCC take a 44-year-old former homemaker and turn her into an engineer? So that was the challenge. So what happened? There were times that I was absolutely terrified that I'd made the wrong choice. It became very clear that I did not have a lot of the same gifts that a lot of my cohort mates had. I couldn't design, I could not build my way out of a paper bag. So what I ended up doing as I became very good at finding people with those skills and saying, hey, I'll be the scheduler, organizer, documentarian, and presenter, and you guys can do the dirty stuff. So that worked out pretty well. And then I took Greg Meyer's project management class. And on the first day, Greg Meyer said, I'm going to give you a description of a good project manager. He said, a good project manager, and he always attacks the whiteboard. A good project manager is skilled in the art of collecting favors and knowing when to cash them in. And I was like, oh my God, that sounds like me. And then he turns around and he goes, and they're bossy. And I went, hallelujah. I have found my place. There is a career out there for me in the STEM world where I can work with really smart people. I can liaison between engineers and normal people. I can leverage my organizational skills, and where being bossy is a virtue. So, awesome. Looking back, I think that one of the reasons I didn't choose a STEM career in the first place was that I didn't have a lot of support. I had one teacher in high school, Joe Rosito, bless his heart, who encouraged me in the sciences. There were 0 female role models for me. And now again, this was a while ago, so I'm sure there have been some things have happened. But I was really buying into kind of my dad's version for me, which was I would be successful if I was pretty and I landed a husband with a good job. So that's exactly what I did. I left Oregon State University after my sophomore year, and I married an engineer, an electric engineer. When I returned to school, years later, as a middle-aged divorced woman, I had a very clear picture of what I wanted for myself. I knew that I wanted to be independent, and it was at PCC where I actually found that support. And then I got my first math test back. First math test in engineering school, 100% plus 3 points for neatness. That changed my life, literally changed my life. I was like, wow, my dad was wrong. I am good at math, and I don't need a man to take care of me. This past June, I graduated from Portland Community College with high honors and got my AAS in Mechanical Engineering Technology. And 10 days after commencement, I was working. I work for Northwest Rapid Manufacturing. It is a small, woman-owned, boutique 3D printing company in McMinnville. We have 3 large format EOS laser sintering machines. We build aerospace parts. We build race car parts. We are building a fuel tank for Oregon State University's racing team. And we also build prototypes for individuals and companies from all over the world. It is exciting. I am the project engineer for Northwest Rapid. I shepherd projects through. I talk to clients all day long. Sometimes I go to shipping and I put things in boxes, kind of whatever it takes to do to keep the workflow going. Could I do this job without an engineering degree? Yes, yes I could. But I tell you what, it has been more than once that I'll be talking to some engineer and he's getting a little uppity with me. And I just point out nicely, I have an engineering degree, and all of a sudden, big attitude change. All of a sudden, we're peers, and our working relationship changes. One of my spiritual mentors is fond of saying that women need to feel safe in order to reach their full potential. Female energy, she says, is wild and expansive, and it is when we feel safe that we feel that we can go forward and deliver and fulfill everything that's that's being brought to us. My path to a fulfilling STEM career may have come sooner to me if, as a girl, I'd had a strong container. I was very fortunate, however, to find that safety and that community and that support network at Portland State Community College as a woman. Now, as a graduate and alumni, I feel very strongly that it's my way to give back, to provide a strong female role model. But I was also very excited to learn that there is the STEM partnership here. And I would like to offer my gratitude to the people in this room and the people that didn't make it tonight, the people that are supporting and providing that safe container for the next generation of students in science, technology, engineering, and math.